Now, why would I say Google and YouTube? Let me talk about that. And again, that's like mixing up point number 4 already, which is fine. Here's what's happening. In the world, I think there is 4 billion or 6 billion videos watched on a monthly basis. That's more than the whole television channels in the whole United States together. Huge, and right now, videos are hugely going up in terms of being watched. So Google loves video. They love to show videos as showing. When you type in plastic, or you type in restaurant, or you type in machine manufacturer, or injection molding, or you type in lawyer because you're looking for a lawyer, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Google wants to dish out relevant companies, of course. Google wants to, after they are relevant, Google wants to make sure that Google loves to have them having a video, because they know that their clientele watches videos. So remember, what's in for them? What is Google looking for? What is the media looking for? What is the trade association looking for? What is the trade magazine looking for? What's the vendor to your client looking for? Once you figure that out, you can give him what he wants. And he will then promote it. So Google is looking for videos. So you need to shoot videos. Where does Google look for the videos? On companies like YouTube, because if you're on YouTube and on 40, 50 of those other sites, they think you're very famous, especially if you're on all of them, and especially if you have many videos on there. That's what they do. Okay. Let me give you a small analysis how this works, why they are using their money to promote you. And again, they're already doing it to a degree, you're just not exploiting them. And that's what this is all about. We're going to exploit them. We're going to make them working for us hard, not just by accident a little bit. Here's what's happening. Any media, any newspaper, any television station, how come we can watch them or read them for almost no money? Almost free, if not free. Okay? Why? Because they make money with advertisers. Be it a television station, or be it the Bombay Times, or the New York Times, or the local paper. They make their money in advertising. Now, many of them are currently in trouble because people advertise less because of the recession. Fine. Anyway, why do people advertise there? Because of people like you and me reading it. Why do we read it? Because of content. We want to know the content. We want to read the content. We want to read about murder and business and girls and whatever they have in it. That's why they can charge other people for advertising. Now, the normal media, which we mentioned here, the New York Times and the TV and radio, they have to pay reporters in order to get that content. Google and YouTube, by accident, by plan, doesn't really matter, and I have no clue, they managed to get all this content for free. From who? From you and me. Yeah. Google makes billions of dollars. YouTube, makes literally billions of dollars by selling ads. You and me can use it and post videos. We look at it, oh my, what a great service. What a beautiful, we post videos. Those videos are accompanied with advertising. YouTube wants us to provide that content. As more content we put on, there's a content for everybody. Lots of content on YouTube. You and me would be like, I don't want to watch that. There's what's interesting about it, or it's even right down disgusting. Some other people want to watch it. There is something for everybody. No different than a newspaper, really. You know, there are some sections you and me will never look at it, and there are some sections we like, and even in some sections we only like a small part quite often. Well, many people, you know, many people have different interests, very obviously. So Google and Yahoo both create no content on their own, and neither do these other 50, 60 or whatever 100 sites which I mentioned, which are like Google and like YouTube. They do not create content on their own. They use you and my content so they can charge advertising. Only the uninformed will, of course, then go and pay them for advertising. Why would you pay them for advertising, which is what it is advertising, if you can provide them with content which they need. Oh my God, they are addicted to it. And as more content as you provide them, as more they will love you and put you on their pedestal. And all of a sudden, Google goes, whoa, we want you. And put you on all over the place. Instead of showing up on Google on the first page, there's usually 10, I mean, there is 10 listings on it on each page. And it is a well-known fact if you're not on the first page. In fact, if you're not on the first page in the first 1, 2, or 3, you lost out. But at the very worst, if you're not on the first page, your chances go down by, I don't know, whatever the percentage is huge, 80, 90%. It goes down of being clicked on. No matter how good your own one tiny little website, and no matter how beautiful your website is, and no matter how good you are with search engine optimization, you come up the best app once, maybe twice, and you got to be super, super good to manage that. Most of the time you can't, and most of the time you can only do it for short periods of time. But, with being on approximately hundreds of websites, or at least 40, 50, 60, with video, which is preferred, okay? We go into articles also. Actually, everything I tell you about video works with articles, and there are different sites, and we do that with articles also. Okay? And yes, in some of our, guidance and consulting program, be it the article, be it the video, be it the content, we have it for you. We even write it for you, and we completely guide you through it. Okay, it becomes doable, very doable. Okay. In any case, so you're on 50, 60 sites, but not with one video, but with many, many videos. And many, many videos, many, many times. I'm going to explain that in a separate section. All of a sudden, Google puts you up not once, but 4, 5, 6, and sometimes 10 times on the first page. And 4, 5, 6 times on the first page, and 4, 5, 6 times on the second page. Not with your website, I might add, but with those other websites where you're on, YouTube, and sites I cannot pronounce their name and no interest of. Doesn't matter. We automatically, in an automated and concentrated and planned way, will submit you and your videos there. And don't worry about what they are now. We'll get into that. In order for you to be there all the time. Keywords. Each video and each submission will have different keywords. Because no matter what, if you're a machine manufacturer, let's say plastic injection molding, it's plastic injection molding, it's machine manufacturer, it's plastic injection molding with, from Europe, with European parts, and it's a specific, plastic injection for specific products, probably. All kinds of keywords, even cities and countries are keywords. It has a variation of huge amount of keywords for one thing. For a dentist, it goes from dentistry to dental office to cosmetic dentistry to implant dentistry to, just a huge amount of keywords. So the same video, since it is relevant, can be titled with many, 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 many keywords in either way. Right now, the most important thing is Google is one of Google and YouTube, and of course Yahoo and stuff, will be one of those entities which will promote for you. But you're providing context for them, they will love you for it. You just need to do it in so huge quantity and in the correct way that they will love you. Your tiny little website, no matter how many pages it has, and no matter how much money you paid, no matter how high-tech and most, whatever computer programming it has on it, it wouldn't make a goddamn difference. It isn't even a speck of dust in a whole beach. It is nothing compared to what we're talking about, getting thousands and thousands and thousands of submissions of videos, and you don't have to shoot thousands of videos. Basically provide huge amount of content, and as I said, articles are the same, work the same way, but articles are not as powerful anymore as videos. However, just because one thing is more powerful than the other one doesn't mean we wouldn't want to do both of them and wouldn't want to do articles. So that is it for that. I'm going to do now go into the messages, and then again go a little bit more into how the tools, how point number 4 of the whole thing, which using modern tools, which where YouTube and Google and that stuff will fit in, how it works together and how it falls together. All right. So this was it for those points. There are more, most likely, but that is individually. Here I gave you the big things: the normal media, the trade magazines of you, your clients, your prospects, your clients, and all those type of things. Your clients, vendors. Same with associations, and then there is the actual people and companies who might be wanting to contact your particular prospects, and then there is YouTube and Google, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch more, and we just need to get creative with it. All right, let's go to the messages of what messages we can give to those people, by the way, to those companies, in order for them to want to distribute them to their people. All right, let's go for it.